this stuff that I have been dealing with for 2 years because of my freaking teeth. 2 years ago, I had dental work done and it ruined my life.
Okay, everybody, I'm here. Finally, you guys tagged me 100 times to talk about what's going on with this girl. Her veneers, how it ruined her life forever. So let's go ahead and talk about it. So to catch you guys up, basically this girl got veneers from a place that probably wasn't the best at what's going on, and it ruined her bite. Not only did it mess up her bite completely, but now she has unfathomable pain that's constant. She can't get rid of it. She spent over $80,000 in multiple attempts, and she just can't do anything about it. So what is going on? I think the best thing to realize is changing even the tiniest things about your teeth and bite can cause a domino effect of tons of problems, which is why you need somebody who has mastered the art of occlusion, and that is a dental professional. But Bentis, she went to a dental professional and it went terrible, so what gives? And that comes to the next problem that we have, which is this takeover secretly of corporations taking over all these dental offices. And so not only do we have these veneer techs and unlicensed people and people trying to do things that are out of their scope, we also have these private equity groups buying up all these dental offices across the country and not caring about you as a patient. You are a label, you are someone who just comes in, you're getting dental work done, they don't care. It's a check for them because it's a private equity group that's gonna sell in 5-10 years and make a profit. And even those hometown dentist offices that you go to, that you see like Dr. So-and-so's office, most of them are actually secretly corporate. The corporate has bought them, they kept their name up top so you don't know, and then they do the practices underneath. That all being said, she got a lot of work done, and unfortunately, whoever the dentist was or the professional was that did her stuff had no idea about what was going on occlusion and bite-wise. She said she got it done and her bite was completely messed up. She even has to wear a specific retainer to be able to even properly bite down. And what this is a clear case of just somebody doing work without even thinking about the occlusion at all. So do a little experiment in your head. How many times have you just randomly bit on a tooth and it's hurt really bad, and then a couple days later the pain just magically goes away? You thought it was a cavity, it really was. What actually was happening here is that you were biting on a high spot onto your teeth because your occlusion wasn't perfect, and then over time your body moves those teeth out of the way so it's properly fine. Now that's okay in a tiny little pin spot of a heavy occlusion, but if your whole entire bite is now jacked up and you can't bite down properly, that pain is going to spread everywhere because your bite constantly is moving and changing and does not know where to go that's stable. So I think there's two things to take out of this that are really important for you guys. One is, before you get any dental operation done, you really need to just do your research on the orthodontist or the dentist or the professional. Really ask them if they're trained. Are they corporate owned? Are they a private office? Do they have the training to be able to do this? Because in dental school we learn a lot of things, but we're not experts at anything. We have to continue going into continuing education, getting better, and something like full mouth cosmetic dentistry is a specialty in its own right. And two, I think you really just need to think, is this necessary? We have such a crazy world now where everybody puts so much focus on aesthetics and having perfect teeth and perfect bodies and perfect smiles, but we don't realize that your teeth are living things and you can actually ruin them in a ton of different ways. This is one of the reasons why I love orthodontics so much, because I can fix a lot of these issues without causing all this tooth destruction and bite destruction and all this type of stuff. So for her, technically she's gonna have to go to somebody who is a professional in cosmetic dentistry that actually understands occlusion to get her anywhere back, and she's already $80,000 in debt on this. So hopefully her story is a warning story for you guys before you do something major like this. Really do your research, really take the time to understand it, because you're changing something that is super vital to yourself that you're gonna have to live with for the rest of your life.
What if the smile you paid thousands for ends up becoming your biggest regret? Veneers can completely transform a smile, but there's a side people don't always see on Instagram. Once healthy tooth structure is altered, you can't simply undo it like deleting a bad selfie. And when veneers keep breaking, popping off, or causing sensitivity, that perfect smile can become a very expensive headache.
So since everyone's been talking about veneer gate, I feel compelled to talk about my experience, considering I'm a person who has veneers. Also, I'm back ranting on the balcony. If you know, you know. Now, I want to start off by saying that in no way, shape, or form am I criticizing or critiquing anyone. Obviously, a disclaimer on this app is absolutely fucking necessary, considering everyone has their panties in a fucking bunch. I've had veneers done 2 times. These are my second. Thank God, because the first were fucking hideous, and I want no parts. I don't even want to show you old photos because they were absolutely atrocious. If you really want to, you could probably find them on Google or just go to go on my Instagram and just scroll all the way fucking down. But they were hideous for many reasons. They were hideous because not only did they look like dentures or like little chiclets, but they were done so poorly that I can't even describe the level of frustration I had to deal when I had my first set of veneers. They used to pop off every chance they got. It was so fucking frustrating. They would literally just pop off as I'm like chewing food. I remember one time I went to Turks and Caicos and I forgot what I was eating. It wasn't even like hard, honestly. It wasn't even like a hard food that you had to bite down that hard into, and it fell off on vacation. I was fucking mortified. So because of my terrible experience with my first set, I went and got them done by an actual professional, because the first one, although he was a dentist, I don't know what the fuck he was doing. I don't think he knew what the fuck he was doing, and it was a huge waste of money, and I just couldn't keep dealing with having the fear that your veneers are going to pop off. Like, do you know how fucking embarrassing and terrifying that is? Now, my second set of veneers, which are these, first off, my dentist is a dentist god. I will die on that hill. He is the best of the best. His name is Dr. Appa. I'm sure you've heard of him. I'm sure you've seen him on Instagram. When I tell you, if you're gonna get any veneers, you should be going to the best. My dentist is a true artist at what he does and a professional, and he understands. First off, I didn't even have to tell him what kind of teeth belong in my mouth. He just knew. I didn't have to show him any inspo. I didn't have to say anything. He even knew what color to give me. Like, I didn't have to say a word. I feel like if you go to a professional, it's gonna be an amazing experience, as it should be. Now, saying all that, this is just friendly advice. About 60% of you that are getting veneers currently do not need it. I promise you, you do not need veneers. Veneers should be someone's last option. It's a very big procedure, and it's a very serious procedure, and not everyone should be getting veneers. Just because you want your teeth whiter does not mean you should be getting veneers. Just because your teeth are crooked does not mean you should be getting veneers. There's whitening, there's braces, and also if you have like chip stuff, there's bonding. Like, you don't need a full set of veneers in your mouth. Like, are you fucking crazy? Do you understand how insane that is? You should only be getting veneers if you absolutely were just dealt with a bad hand and you just have fucked up fucking teeth, and not braces, nor whitening, nor bonding will help. Now, some of you might see this message as aggressive. It's just how I talk. Please don't cry about it. I'm just trying to help. I'm trying to help a lot of you, because some of you are getting your teeth done in the basement. What the fuck are you doing? What are you doing? Have you lost your mind? Someone needs to tell you no. Stop looking at what you see online. And then also, besides the people that aren't getting it in the basement, a lot of your veneers don't look good. And I'm being so serious, because you're not going to true professionals. You're not going to someone who actually understands that this is a huge life-changing procedure. And I really don't want you guys to be going through the shit that you're going through. And again, a lot of your veneers don't look good. They look like my old set of veneers, which were horrible. You guys don't deserve that. And I'm honestly here to tell you, get braces, get whitening. There's really other options. Many of you have actually really nice teeth and do not need veneers. A little whitening job can help. Maybe a little.
And here's the part that really gets me. A dentist having a license doesn't automatically mean they're the right person for complex cosmetic work. Bite alignment, tooth preparation, and how everything fits together matter a lot. One tiny mistake can turn into months or even years of discomfort. And if your dentist needs a tutorial halfway through your appointment, yeah, that's probably not the confidence boost you wanted.
So I was just eating ramen, and for whatever reason, while I was chewing, my teeth collided and made the worst sound that I have ever heard. Even my boyfriend was like, what happened? Like, what was that? And my veneer popped off my tooth. And now this isn't, a major deal. I can just go back and have him put it back on. But I kid you not, I've had a veneer pop off even while I'm like brushing my teeth every month and a half since I got them done in April. All my friends, all my family know that I have had such an ordeal with these veneers. And so I wanted to come on here to tell you guys, anyone that's contemplating getting veneers, obviously you understand how freaking expensive they are and how much time it takes to actually get them done. Hi, honey. Sorry, minor intermission. So basically, that's what I'm dealing with right now. And I'm like ready at this point, like take them all out, give me some dentures, let me live my life, because I have to be on camera, I have to do this for work, and you know, sometimes I can't get in to see her until like a week later. So I'm just rolling around without a tooth, not to mention it's painful. So anyone that has veneers understands, and you can kind of see like that's my like actual tooth there that they grind down to put the veneer back on top. So it's uncomfortable, it's super sensitive. There's no enamel covering that tooth anymore, and so it's just exposed. And oh,
this is how I have to drink with my veneers. I have to put the straw to the back of my mouth so that nothing is hitting this front, like part of my mouth at all. Like wrinkles much, yeah, that's how you gotta do it. It's not cute, like, but how sensitive your teeth are is unreal. And it could be like from anywhere from 6 months to a year. So if you're thinking about getting veneers, don't say I didn't let you know. Like, that teeth sensitivity is insane. But I mean, look at your teeth. Look at the smile. Beauty is pain, so.
Biggest regret out of all those, hands down, was the veneer.
Experience is absolutely shocking, so I'm just going to share my honest experience. My teeth have always been messed up. I didn't have a lot of money as a kid. Getting veneers was one of my life goals that I thought I was never going to be able to achieve. Worked my ass off. When I started looking for a dentist, I did what everybody does, and I got on social media. I found one on Instagram, had hundreds of thousands of followers, local to my area, huge following of people who really liked him. One was like an IG model. I went in for a consult. I didn't do due diligence. I didn't do the research that I should have done. Didn't really know who was doing the work that was being posted on their Instagram. Looked legit. So the first red flag that I should have noticed was that when I walked in the office, there's a real-time counter with the number of followers he has on Instagram and on TikTok. Get the quote, and I finally have the money. I had to pay like half of it before they would even get started. Dentist, who's like a super nice guy. What I didn't know was he was a brand new dentist. He actually never done veneers before, ever. I didn't know this until I had already seen him a couple of times. I said, please don't take offense to this, but have you ever actually done this? And he was like, do you want me to be honest? And he said no. And it was then that I was like, wait a minute. Why did I just pay this much money to come to this place to get the result that I see on social media and then get paired with a dentist who has never done this before? I should have decided then that like this wasn't for me. But I didn't. And he had already taken my money, and I really didn't have a choice. Anytime he would call the main dentist in, the main dentist seemed very irritated. Find out that the main dentist is apparently filming a TV show. There was like a crew there, and it was like a big thing. Maybe that's why he was irritated, because we were like interrupting his filming.
The biggest lesson isn't never get veneers. It's don't get irreversible dental work just because social media made you feel like your natural teeth aren't good enough. Ask how much tooth structure will be removed, who will actually perform the work, and what alternatives you have first. Whitening, bonding, or orthodontics might solve the problem without destroying healthy teeth. Because a beautiful smile is great, but being able to eat, drink, and live without constant dental problems –